sound of leaves. He raised his rifle, and they jumped as Wildman yelled, "Huh!" A startled wolf dashed from its den. Wildman pulled the trigger. A tranquilizer dart shot into the wolf's rear end, and slowly the wolf rolled onto its side, asleep.
"He did it! He did it!"
yelled Benny. Violet clapped her hands.
"Oh, that was exciting."
14-year-old Henry and 12-year-old Jessie ran in.
"What's all the noise?"
Jessie asked.
"Wildman Willie caught the wolf,"
said Benny.
"Judging from all that noise, I think you're the wild man,"
said Henry, roughing his little brother's hair. Henry and Jessie sat on the floor and helped sort laundry. Their dog Watch curled up on the sofa. On the TV, Wildman introduced the Show Us Your Adventure part of the show. In it, Wildman showed off photos and videos people had submitted of their own adventures in the wild. Benny really, really wished he could be on the show. He looked at the polka dot sock in his hand. A video of him folding socks wouldn't be very exciting.
"I miss living in the boxcar,"
he said.
"It was so much fun."
Jessie tossed him the matching sock. She thought about reminding him that there were hard times in the boxcar too, like the time Violet had gotten sick. The children had been lucky to have help close by when that had happened. Instead, she said,
"Wildman is never alone. He has a whole bunch of people along with him. You just don't see them because they're off camera."
Benny shrugged.
"He still does all the cool stuff himself. Last week he jumped into a frozen lake."
Henry chuckled.
"Why would anyone do that?"
"To show people how to get out,"
said Benny.
"I've learned all sorts of survival tricks from Wildman."
On the TV, Show Us Your Adventure ended. The scene changed to Wildman Willie lifting the sleeping wolf into his rescue plane.
"I'm flying this wolf to a new home deep in the wilderness,"
said Wildman.
"There he'll be back with his pack and won't be harming nice people's chickens."
Wildman saluted the camera. Benny saluted back.
"Until next time,"
said Wildman.
"be smart, stay safe."
He climbed into his plane and took off into the sky. The children finished stacking the folded clothes.
"Camp Survival,"
boomed a voice from the TV.
"where campers survive in the wilderness just like Wildman Willie."
Benny whirled around.
"What?"
"Yes,"
boomed the deep voice.
"you too can camp outdoors, forage for food, cook over campfires."
The commercial showed happy children toasting marshmallows on sticks over a fire.
"Camp Survival, Big Pine Lake, Maine, for children 6 to 16 years of age. Register now."
"I'm 6,"
shouted Benny.
"I could go to—"
"Lunch is ready," called a woman's voice. It was Mrs. McGregor, the Eldons' housekeeper.
"Coming,"
said Henry, clicking off the TV.
"Camp Survival,"
thought Benny. He had to remember that name. Camp Survival. Camp Survival. He just had to. Mrs. McGregor bustled around the kitchen, pouring milk and setting out a platter of sandwiches. Mrs. McGregor took care of the Aldens' cooking and cleaning. She was also a close part of the Alden family. Grandfather walked in. His blue eyes twinkled as he looked at his grandchildren. "Is there room for one more?"
"Here,"
said Benny, patting the chair next to him.
"Thank you, Benny,"
said Grandfather.
"What are you eating?"
"PB&J,"
said Benny.
"A fine choice."
Grandfather searched the platter for another peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
"There's
Benny started.
a camp called—"
But he had forgotten the name.
"It's called—"
He closed his eyes and thought of the campers fishing and cooking and surviving on their own.
"Camp Survival,"
he said.
"Kids live in the wild just like Wildman Willie. Can we go, please, please, please?"
Grandfather chewed thoughtfully.
"Where is this camp?"
"Big Pine Lake, Maine,"
said Jessie. Something changed in Grandfather's face.
"Big Pine Lake, huh?"
He took another bite of sandwich.
"What do the rest of you think?"
"I'd like to research Camp Survival,"
said Jessie. She was a whiz at finding out things online.
"We'll see if they have interesting programs, if campers like going there, if the counselors are nice."
Grandfather turned to Violet.
"What about you?"
he asked.
"I would love to sketch life in the woods,"
she said.
"Trees, flowers, animals, like I did when we lived in the boxcar."
Said Grandfather.
"Henry?"
Henry